Getting the wrong woman pregnant can ruin your life, fellas. This is something that all men must take seriously. A lot of you guys don't take this seriously. I've seen countless men get the wrong woman pregnant and it ruined them mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. They're just not in a good spot. You guys have to take this seriously. I have to take this seriously. All men must take this seriously, especially men who are serious about their self improvement. Men that are great and are striving to be greater on a day-to-day basis, right? We have our minds right. We have our bodies right. We're getting our mind even sharper. We're getting our bodies even sharper. And we're developing our business, our career. Women cannot come in and just ruin everything, guys. That's not going to be okay. It's going to be detrimental to our mental state, our physical state, our emotional state, our financial state, our spiritual state. So how serious are you going to take this message? You know, guys will watch a video like this. Guys will have a homie that got caught up. Guys will have an uncle that got caught up and then still make the same mistake. But it doesn't have to be like that. You know, a smart man is going to learn from his mistakes, but a wise man is going to learn from other men's mistakes. I'll never make the mistake of getting the wrong woman pregnant. I'll never make that mistake because I've learned from other men, countless of men. I'm paying attention to what's going on. You have to have that same mindset because certain mistakes we can learn from, but it makes more sense to not have to go through it if it's an avoidable mistake. And getting the wrong woman pregnant is an avoidable mistake. You don't want to get a woman pregnant that you just met. You don't want to get a woman pregnant when you don't even have steady income. You don't want to get a woman pregnant when you know that you wouldn't want your daughter to be like her. You wouldn't want your son to be around her, to be raised and mothered by her. You don't want to get these women pregnant. You don't want to get women pregnant that have all this trauma, that have crazy exes, that have daddy issues, right? Family issues. Like these aren't women that you guys want to be getting pregnant. Men go through a lot of issues when they get the wrong woman pregnant. And a lot of that, I believe, is because men aren't thinking clearly. This is why when I talk about body game and I talk about being attractive, I don't talk about it for us to just run amok and sleep with every woman that finds us attractive and get on Tinder and swipe all day. I talk about it because we need to be able to leverage our looks and our physique to get the lifestyle that we want. Do you want the lifestyle of the man with the crazy ass baby mama? I don't want that lifestyle. Baby mama drama. You see it all the time on social media. Not only financially, because we do understand that women do have the upper hand in court, right? When we're dealing with these court cases, you know, I know a dude, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know a dude, he's going through something where his woman is lying on him just to get custody of the child. And they're going to take the woman's side in most of these things. But this is an avoidable situation. He didn't have to lay down with her. We have to be wise, fellas. We have to be smart with our Johnson. We have to be smart with our energy. We have to be smart with the people that we allow in our life, or it can ruin us. And if you're watching this video and you're a man and you have a baby mama, if you're comfortable, I want you to in the comments let inform other men of, if you've gone through issues with your baby mama, I want you to inform other men of that situation. If you are comfortable, you don't have to give us a whole full rundown, but if you are comfortable, just explain just a little bit like the situation that you've gone to, because when men find this video, I want them to not only hear it but to see other men's examples of why I'm saying what I'm saying, because sometimes men need to really see, like, damn, like for me personally, I knew this, but there was a specific example that I saw where I was like, okay, that's all I needed, right? As men, we need that. You know, there's men that comment on my channel who are 40, 50, 60, and they'll sometimes drop comments and be like, this dude knows what he's talking about. So if you're a young dude and you're your teens, your 20s, you need to be listening to the OGs that went through some of these issues, right? So that you don't have to make the same mistakes. You don't want a woman to be draining your pockets. These women be demanding all this money for child support and the child only needs like a tenth of that money. The rest of the money, what are they doing? They're using it for themselves and for the new dude that they're with, right? Sleeping around. Physically, man, or I'll talk about physically next. Emotionally, man, all this emotion that you have to put towards a woman that doesn't even respect you, a woman that's disrespecting you, a woman that's using you, that's emotionally trying to abuse you, emotionally trying to manipulate you. That's emotionally draining, right? That's mentally draining. So if you're emotionally drained and you're mentally drained, how are you going to be in the right mindset to practice the body game like I preach, to practice building a nice physique? You're not even there mentally because you got all this other shit that you have to deal with. That's one of the reasons why a lot of men aren't in shape, because they're emotionally and mentally drained by the women that they're with. And God forbid they have them pregnant and there's a third party involved, which is the kid. So we have to be smart. So now you're mentally drained, you're emotionally drained, you're physically drained, and you're spiritually drained because you pair bonded with the woman that you weren't supposed to pair bond with. This woman is fucked up, and you put your life force in her and created another life force with this fucked up woman. So how serious do you take your life? Are you going to be a man that's going to have to learn from his own mistakes, which is smart? Or will you be a wise man that's going to be able to learn from other men's mistakes? Do you want to be the man who's 32 with like 3 baby mamas, 2 of them is crazy, trying to court new women? Physique is not in point. Money is getting sent to 3 different women, right? And their kids. Emotionally, you've bonded with all these women. You've had kids with all these women. For some reason, none of them have been able to stick with you. So now you're finna involve a 4th woman into your life. Or do you want to be the dude who's 32 and you had your head on straight, you weren't running amok in your teens and 20s, so you don't have all these kids, right? You're in shape, you're healthy, your skin's glowing. You've worked on your business, you've worked on your career. On those nights where it's 10:30 p.m., instead of getting on Tinder and swiping and possibly putting yourself in a dangerous predicament, you just went to sleep and you woke up and went to the gym on the next morning. Like, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's the man I'm going to be. I'm not going to get the wrong woman pregnant. I value myself. A lot of men, they don't value themselves. They don't value their time, their energy, their seed. And they end up in situations like the first situation I mentioned. Multiple baby mamas, mentally drained, emotionally drained, physically drained. I want you guys to take this seriously. I really want you guys to take this seriously. I care about you guys. I care about men. I don't want men to be in a position where they don't have the leverage. Because when you have a crazy ass baby mama, you don't have the leverage for the most part. For the most part, you don't have the leverage. You never want to be in a position as a man where you don't have the leverage if that situation is avoidable, if that makes sense. So this is the video. I'm gonna drop another video later today. This is a more serious video because this is something that actually is very dear to me. I don't have any kids, obviously, but I know firsthand men who've had this issue, and I've also seen on social media numerous times. I mean, I'm black, so in the black community, this is very common. Even in the white communities, you guys act like it's just black men. White men be having baby mamas too. Hispanic community, Latinos be having baby mamas. It's common, guys. But it doesn't have to be you, and it's not going to be me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to drop my lean to shredded video later on today. Physique and mindset check-in. Check the website, right? If you want to check out my clothing line, randallbranchco.com. If you guys want to speak to me one-on-one, if you want a consultation, check the work with me link in the description. If you need help building your physique, you want a custom training program, a custom nutrition program, or you want to join my 24-week coaching program where we get your mind right, we get your body right, we get your creative life right. 24 weeks with me, right? You can also check the work with me link. Follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. If you guys have any more video requests, drop them in the comments, DM me on Instagram or email my business email. All right, check the description for all that good stuff. Again, this is how getting the wrong woman pregnant can ruin your life. I want to say it will ruin your life because you could always, change the story. But this is a very avoidable situation. And as men, I always talk about how important it is for us to control what we can control. This is something that is in our control. So let's control it, y'all. I'll see you guys later for another video. Checking out. Peace.